Hey, I'm James Burnham. I'm a mindset coach, and today I'm going to react to a video by The Bachelor. It's a show I hate, and it's titled Old Rivalries Spin Out of Control in the Studio. This could be fun.
I'm not perfect, but I'm not as nearly malicious and fake as these nasty girls. Women tell all, come at me, I don't care.
Come on, man. I do this too, right? You can get really angry and you can just like lash out. But when you say, I'm not nearly as malicious as these girls that I hate, and then she goes on and spews about how horrible they are, it kind of makes you look like you're on the same playing field, right? It's the pot calling the kettle black. There you go. This could get ugly.
Well, there's a lot to unpack. Let's start. Victoria P. and Alea. A lot of history that was really confusing and convoluted depending on who you were talking to and what the day it was. Sydney, what was your take on the two of them?
My honest opinion of Alea is that she is scripted. I pride myself in my judge of character, and when you get an inkling about someone, it's right there. And I was just like, something is just off about this chick. Like, it's just weird, because like, cameras would come on, she would just this production, and just her voice would just boom.
I felt like she was treating it like a pageant, like a competition. Like, she literally said, I didn't want to be disqualified.
It's really interesting, these types of shows, right? All of these reality shows. People come in and they have these expectations of how they're going to show up and how they're going to deliver themselves to the world, right? And then other people come in and they do things that are different. And it's fascinating to me that you can take that judgment of what you think should happen and place it upon another. And we do this all the time, right? It is a natural human instinct, but this is running rampant. They have no concept that they don't have the right to place their expectation of how to show up upon another person, right? Maybe she was doing all these things. Maybe she was treating it like a pageant. Who cares? It's her experience. Let her have her experience. Why are you letting this disrupt your world in this fake reality that you're calling The Bachelor? Crazy to me that there's so much emotion around this stuff.
Like, that's pageant talk. We're not here to win. We're here to find love.
Alea, why did you come back to Cleveland? What was your intention?
I know
what were you
why,
hoping?
because Alea got on Reddit. That's why she went back to Cleveland. No, it's the truth. Let's be real.
Were you
Let's be
watching me?
real.
Do you know?
I wasn't watching you, but I watched the whole thing that you did to VF. What do you mean?
You were talking to girls about other things that you had heard online about other people, and I just thought that was malicious. To come in and start spreading all this stuff.
That's my biggest regret in this, is that I didn't just shut up. I word vomit. Sometimes I just don't think before I talk. And for those of you who have seen me outside of this house, am I not just as obnoxious in person without cameras?
Yes.
Thank you.
I love it.
My voice with the 10 octaves, I've done it for 25 years. My mom calls it my princess voice. I'm sorry. I do it a lot.
It's getting
The thing
emotional.
that's kind of sketchy to
It's hard to
me
be
is that
attacked
you
publicly.
were expressing these things, saying how you don't like Alea, how you don't like her personality and all these things, but then at the rose ceremony, you're like holding her hand and coddling her, and then in Cleveland, you're wiping her tears, you run up to her and give her a long
agree
hug,
with
and it's
y'all.
like,
I'm
so
weird.
It's weird? That's fake. It's not weird.
But, okay,
Again, but fake.
This is such a, like, this is like the worst of our culture on display, right? There is, within this conversation, I know nothing about this show. I don't know any of their problems. I don't know any of the stuff that's going on in the back scenes that they're referring to. But what I do see is group shaming, right? They are trying to make this girl comply to something, some standard, each of them, that they have within themselves, and make her feel ashamed for not following that standard. Maybe this girl was obnoxious. I didn't watch it, but they are so emotionally charged and frustrated with everything that she did, and they're just attacking. It's like watching, crows attack an eagle, or, like, they're just going after this girl. And it's vicious, and it's painful to watch humans treat each other that way, yet we love it. It's a stage that we can watch because it makes us feel like, oh, I'm not so bad, or I can do that too because look, they're doing it on television. I don't like this kind of television because of that very thing. You know, Simpsons got a bad rap because it's kind of crass. It shows kind of the dysfunction of American culture. They predicted Donald Trump getting elected, all of this stuff that they kind of do based on culture. But the difference is they're laughing. They're trying to say, this is satire. We're poking fun at this type of behavior. Sadly, I think many people miss the satire of Simpsons and they don't understand. We're not celebrating the behavior of Homer and saying this is what we strive for. We're saying this is a common denominator that we should not be looking at. We can laugh at it and see it perhaps in ourselves in that way and change our own behavior. That's how I would like to process things. But this, there's no humor in it. It's just the pure, raw, unfiltered dysfunction on display as if this is standard America. These women don't represent the women of the world, I hope.
You are the fakest person in the house. For you to go and say that she is fake, no, like, for real, you wanted everybody to be against her.
I
don't
never wanted
know
that.
what you
I
said.
never. And that's not the point. The point is that we know each other outside of that.
I
can
failed at that.
Can I please finish it? Can I finish my point?
What was malicious is Sydney going to Peter.
Well, it wasn't malicious, Alexa, because we were having a conversation.
Sydney, you
so then he
told
asked
Peter you
me
were
a
bullied.
question. I'm sorry, one second.
No, she didn't. No, she didn't.
What's the name of the guy that, I don't even know the name of the guy that runs The Bachelor. Listen to this. He's like,
I would never say that. Excuse you.
what we have here is a room full of people looking to be understood and heard. And there isn't anybody out there that is looking to understand and hear. And so they're just like blah, talking, and honestly, nothing's going to come of this. There will be no resolution. There will be no, oh, hi, I'm sorry, I feel good, because this is not what's being this is not the goal. The goal here is to let them just go at each other and spew all their vitriol and their hatred and dump it on each other and watch the chaos, right? It's a cat fight. This is a PG version of the gladiators in Roman times, right? We're watching these women just like verbally eviscerate each other. And it's crazy to me. It is crazy to me that this show garners so much attention when it just takes beautiful women that appear to me to be, in general, very dysfunctional emotionally. It's a tragic thing. It makes me think, can we not produce more emotionally stable people? Or are we just specifically, I often wonder, do the people building this show target specifically people that are dysfunctional so that they can have the drama? It's like Days of Our Lives, right? You can have the drama play out before your eyes. And do they avoid somebody that comes in and seems very healthy and engaging and emotionally stable, because that would be boring television? We'd have a bachelor and he would interact with these women that are really engaging and healthy, and they would probably eliminate themselves because they'd be, yeah, you know what, we're not a match, and they'd leave, right? Stuff like that would happen. Healthy relationships with boundaries and respect would not maybe make fun television. But, oh my gosh, this
You have some nerve to talk because that's all you do with your group.
Okay.
I tell you what, we're gonna take a quick timeout.
You're gonna take a time out so you quit yelling at each other and we can actually hear something that you're saying on television. I'm gonna get one of you to yell at each other at a time, okay? That's what they're doing. Thanks, Bachelor, for helping us learn how to really communicate and resolve our problems and, you know, connect with each other in the most healthy way. Brene Brown calls this type of connection, it's that bonding over trauma. It's that, like, look at the dysfunction, we're gonna bond over the hatred of you. There's no healthy catharsis in any of this. Don't make this your banner for how you want to interact with people. I would say from this, lead first with the intent to understand always. If you catch yourself trying to fight for, you know, to be understood first, you're going to lose every time. Thanks, Bachelor. The next video coming up is ranking strangers by attractiveness. Stick around. I have no idea what to expect here, but I guess it's gonna be good. Thanks for joining me. I'm James Burnham.